Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Yay! Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me and hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-okay. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is how it should be. All right, Helga says yes. Kadeen says yes. Thank you so much. Good to see you all because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. NYT is in the house. Shakira says yes. 7413 says yes. Thank you. NYT says yes. Maha says yes. Trolley says yes. Okay, well, I'm good. I can't read Arabic. You have to tell me your name. So please write your name in English so I can say hello to you by your name. Doki, hello. Okay. You know what we do. We always have a toast for good luck. Let's do our toast for good luck. Whatever you're drinking, pick it up and we will have 2 toasts. Yes, 2 toasts. Our first toast will be for the green team, the people who joined the channel. But we don't have any green members right now, but there are people who have joined my channel. And when you join my channel, your name will be green. I can see your name and you get extra special content. So anyways, let's give the green team a big thank you. Cheers, bump. Cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. So bottoms up, everybody. Our second toast, it's for you. Yes, because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast to a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump. Cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Okay, good, good, good. Well, let's talk about today's lesson plan. Today's activities. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 activities, everyone. 6 activities. We're doing form a sentence. I will write a pattern on the board and you will make sentences using that pattern. Then our second activity is speed vocabulary. That is a video to practice vocabulary. And the topic is daily routines. After that, we're going to practice a conversation from my book, 50 Very Short Conversations. Then after that, we're going to do the 2-minute topic talk. I have a timer right here and we have topics. You will choose a topic and talk about it for 2 minutes. You'll talk right into your computer for 2 minutes in English, of course. Then after that, we have a worksheet, vocabulary, grammar, speaking patterns. We have 2 topics, jobs and clothing. We will look at that. There are example sentences and you will listen, read, and shadow those sentences. Then our last activity is an idiom and we have example sentences that the green team wrote. We will look at their example sentences. Then you will write your own sentences using the idiom hand in, okay? So are you ready to practice with me? Are you ready to practice with the chat? And talking about the chat, you must be a subscriber to my channel to enter the chat. I do that to keep the bots out, to keep the spamming out, so we have a safe and fun place to practice our English together. So please subscribe to my channel so you could get into the chat. You could practice writing sentences. And when you are participating in the chat, when you are practicing in the chat, you're doing 2 things. You're helping yourself, of course, writing sentences. And you're also helping other people because they will see your sentences, and we learn by example, right? So you see these sentences, you see how they are put together, you see the vocabulary, and so we learn by doing that. So let's do it, everybody. Okay, we have more people in the chat. Santos, hello, Santos. Francisco de Silva, hello. Okay, good. Kelvin, hello. Samuel, hello. Maha, hello. Okay. Good, good, good. Umesh, hello. Okay, let's get into it. Let's do form a sentence. I will write a pattern on the board and you will make sentences using the pattern. And I will give you examples and topics, right? So I will give you a pattern. I will give you topics and example sentences, and then you do your own sentences using the pattern. Here we go. Number one, form a sentence. And the pattern is do, does. So it depends on the subject, right? Plus subject plus have plus noun. Question. Because we start our sentence with do or does, depending on the subject, right? So, for example, do you, does he, right? So it depends on the subject if you're going to use do or does. Now, here are some topics and example sentences for you. So, for example, belongings. All right, belongings. Example sentence. Do you have a laptop? Computer? Okay, so do and then subject you, right? So we need do. Do you have a laptop computer? So noun. So we have do, subject, have, noun. Belongings, right? Things that do you have a car? Do you have a cat? Do you have a house? Okay, so belongings. Okay, next topic, daily routine. Example sentence. Do you, again, have, of course. Do you have, and then noun, breakfast. Do you have breakfast every morning? Okay, so here we go. For daily routine, things that we do every day, repeated actions. Do you have breakfast every morning? Another example, hobbies. Hobbies. Okay, now we're going to use does. Does he have a stamp collection? Maybe people don't have stamp collections anymore. We use email, so people don't write letters or people don't send letters, so there's no stamps. But back in the old days, people used to have stamp collections. So hobbies. Does he, so does he have a stamp collection? Okay, hobbies. I'll do one more. Family. One more topic. Family and example. Do you have siblings? Whoops, it's SI. Let's just start over. Okay, do you have siblings? Okay. So siblings, brothers and sisters, right? And so family, do you have siblings? Okay, so we have topics. Well, first we have a pattern. We have topics and example sentences for you. Now it's time for you to write your sentences in the chat. Hey, Raj is here. Hello, Raj. Good morning. Mwah. Okay, I'm looking in the chat. Helga, do you have free time this week? Maha, wait, no. 7-4, do you have dinner every evening? Samuel, do you have a boyfriend? Helga, do you have coffee every morning? Maha, do you have a bicycle? 7-4, do you have a super drone? Charlie, do you have a jump rope? Samuel, does Sue like her husband? Good. Maha, does she have a phone? Good sentences, everyone. And I'm looking at the clock. I want to be careful with time. So I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes, okay? So we're going to have 5 minutes of writing time. So you have 5 minutes to make sentences in the chat. Then we will do our next activity. Okay, so the clock is running. Let's see your sentences. Okay, do you have a bicycle? Okay, jump rope. Okay. Maha, does she have a phone? Helga, does he have a tennis racket? Do you have a lot of money? Does she have many recipes? Do you have a wife? Kadeen, do you have an extra pen? So we need N because we have a vowel extra. Starts with a vowel, so we need an extra pen. Do you have any relationships with anyone? So relationships, because you have any. So we need to make that plural. Do you have any relationships with someone? Sylvia, hello Sylvia. Do you have, okay, do you have minutes to talk? Do you have a minute to talk? So we say a minute. Do you have a minute to talk? That's a nice expression, Sylvia. Just, we need to make it singular. So do you have a minute to talk? Do you have sons or daughters? Do you have class? Good. Does she have a sack of coconut jelly? NYT, do you have a dog or cat? Great sentences, everyone. We can learn a lot from the chat. Does he have a beard? Raj, do you have any English books? Again, so any, so we want to use plural. Do you have any English books? So when you use any, you want to, your noun should be plural. You should have a S. Okay, Rashida, hello. Do you have a good job? Trolley, do you have a book? 7-4, do you have any brothers or sisters? So any, again, there we go. There's another any. So we need plural. All right, 7-4. So any brothers or sisters. So remember, when we use any, the noun should be plural form, S. Okay. Thank you, Shafika. Does she, okay, so here's the pattern. Okay, Shafika. Does she speak? So we're using have. So does she have, how about, does she have English skills? You can do that. Does she have English skills? Roberto, hello Roberto. Greetings, greetings. Does it have wheels? Good. Okay, one more minute, everybody. Here is the clock. It's counting down. So another minute to write your sentences. Raj, do you have grandparents? Good. Toki, do you have involved with your friends? Okay, do you have involved with your friends? So that is a little, involve is the wrong word. How about, do you have, well, friends, right? So you have your, if they're your friend, that means they're already involved, right? If they're your friend, you are already involved. So maybe a better word to say many. Do you have many friends? That sounds more natural. Do you have many friends? Hanan, do you have paper and pencil for Mark's dictation? Great. Today we're not doing dictation, but we do that on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, or Tuesdays. But if you have a special request, we can do that. We could repeat. Maybe that's a good idea. Okay. We are moving to our next activity, everybody. Good job. Lots of great sentences in the chat. Yay, we learn by example. We learn by doing, right? So the more you are writing, the more practice you are doing, and you are helping other people. So good job. Oh, Raj, brunch. Does she have brunch? I like brunch. Brunch is between breakfast and lunch. It's a combination of having breakfast and lunch together. And that would be, usually we do that Sunday afternoons or early afternoon, right? So maybe Sunday at 11 a.m. or I don't know, about that time. And so you're mixing the two together. You're having breakfast and lunch together. We call it brunch. Good, Raj. Does she have a mobile phone? Phone. Okay. Raj always has brunch. Raj is a fan of brunch, having breakfast and lunch together. Very good. Okay, it's time to change activities. We did form a sentence. We had topics, and you wrote sentences. Okay, let's go to activity number 2, speed vocabulary. Okay, and the topic is daily routines. Okay, so let's check it out. It's a video about daily routines, vocabulary practice. I will say the words in part 1, part 2, sorry. In part 2, you say the words, okay? So part 1, I will say the words and you are listening. And then part 2, it's your turn to say the words, okay? So let's have a look at the video. And there it is right there. Okay. Daily routines. I'm going to make it full screen so we can see it easily. Okay, let's do it together. I will go first. Here we go. Speed vocabulary, daily routines. Speed vocabulary for learning English. Okay, I will go first. Here we go. Get up. Make the bed. Take a shower. Have breakfast. Have coffee. Brush our teeth. Get dressed. Brush our hair. Do exercises. Do the laundry. Work. Clean the house. Change the baby. Have tea. Watch TV. Take a nap. Read. Play the guitar. Play video games. Talk on the phone. Check email. Feed the dog. Cook dinner. Wash the dishes. Do homework. Take a bath. Go to bed. Okay, now it's your turn. Say the words. Say the sentences. Okay, let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. So I will say the sentences first, and then you say it in the part two, in the second half. Here we go. I will say the words. Get up. Make the bed. Take a shower. Have breakfast. Have coffee. Brush our teeth. Get dressed. Brush our hair. Do exercises. Do the laundry. Work. Clean the house. Change the baby. Have tea. Watch TV. Take a nap. Read. Play the guitar. Play video games. Talk on the phone. Check email. Feed the dog. Cook dinner. Wash the dishes. Do homework. Take a bath. Go to bed. Okay, now it's your turn. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, that was speed vocabulary, daily routines. That was some vocabulary practice for you. Okay, let's go to our next activity. That is a conversation from my book, 50 Very Short Conversations. So let's write it on the board here. Number 3, conversation. Okay, so I will read the conversation first. I will read it 3 times. Then after I read it 3 times, so you're listening, right? Then I will write it on the board. Then we will practice it together. Okay, so first listen, then we will practice. Okay, so today's conversation is number 39 on page 50. So if you have the book, you get the books at Amazon.com. There's a link in the descriptions below the video. So if you have the book, we're doing page 50, conversation 39. Okay, so I will read the conversation 3 times. After that, I will write it on the board. So I want you to listen first. Okay, here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Have you ever won a trophy? Once I have. What was it for? It was for a pie eating contest. That must have been fun. Yes, I ate 10 pies. Okay, here we go. Second time. Oh, so Raj, this is page 50. Page 50. Okay, here we go. Second time. Do you... No. No. Have. Okay, here we go. One more time. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have you ever won a trophy? Once I have. What was it for? It was for a pie eating contest. That must have been fun. Yes, I ate 10 pies. Okay, here we go. Third time, last time, then I will write it on the board. We will practice it together. Here we go. Have you ever won a trophy? Once I have. What was it for? It was for a pie eating contest. That must have been fun. Yes, I ate 10 pies. Okay, good. There is the conversation. So started here, and then it continues down here. So I will write the conversation on the board. Thank you, Chan. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Helga. That I've done it. It's a true story. It's true, but not 10. That's a true story. I have been in a pie eating contest. And you can't use your hands. So you put your hands behind your back and you go put your face in the pie. So they do those at state fairs, you know, summer fair or carnival. Okay, here we go. Let's write the conversation on the board here. Let's say it together. A says, have you ever won a trophy? Okay, let's say it 3 times together. Have you ever won a trophy? Have you ever won a trophy? Have you ever won a trophy? B says, once I have. Okay, 3 times. Once I have. Once I have. Once I have. Have you ever won a trophy? Once I have. A says. What was it for? Here we go. What was it for? What was it for? What was it for? Have you ever won a trophy? Once I have. What was it for? Okay, B says. It was for a pie eating contest. Okay, let's say it together. It was for a pie eating contest. It was for a pie eating contest. It was for a pie eating contest. Have you ever won a trophy? Once I have. What was it for? It was for a pie eating contest. A says. That must have been fun. Okay, here we go 3 times. That must have been fun. That must have been fun. That must have been fun. Have you ever won a trophy? Once I have. What was it for? It was for a pie eating contest. That must have been fun. And B says, yes, I ate 10 pies. Okay, there we go. Let's do it 3 times. Yes, I ate 10 pies. Yes, I ate 10 pies. Yes, I ate 10 pies. Let's go from the beginning. Have you ever won a trophy? Once I have. What was it for? It was for a pie eating contest. That must have been fun. Yes, I ate 10 pies. Okay, good, good, good. Well, let's talk about the sentences. I will tell you the meaning. We could talk about the meaning, and then we will do it together. Okay, so have you ever? So have you ever? So we use this. Okay, so we use this phrase. Asking about experience, right? Have you ever been to Europe? Have you had the experiences, right? So asking about experiences. Have you ever won a trophy? So when we use have you ever, the verb is in the past participle. All right, so it's in the past tense. And this is a irregular verb, when won. So we use the past tense of the verb. Have you ever won a trophy? So asking about experiences. Have you ever eaten clam chowder? Have you ever eaten a pie? Okay. And then once I have. So once, one time. Once I have. Right? Have you ever won a trophy? Once I have. What was it for? What was it for? So what was it for? What was how did you win the trophy, right? Did you win a tennis tournament? Did you win a golf tournament? Did you win a spelling bee? How did you get the trophy? What was it for? It was for, so we're just kind of repeating here, right? What was it for? It was for. So here, we're just changing the words around a little bit. So It was for. What was it for? 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 It was for a pie eating contest. What was it for? It was for a tennis tournament. What was it for? It was for a golf tournament. What was it for? It was for a spelling bee. What was it for? It was for a swimming competition. What was it for? It was for a chess tournament. What was it for? It was for a bowling tournament. What was it for? It was for a surfing contest. What was it for? It was for a racquetball tournament. Okay, so it was for a pie eating contest. That must have been fun. That must have been fun. So here, must, we're using that as kind of like so for must, right? We use that for examples, for advice, right? You must not smoke, right? Your doctor gives you advice. You must not smoke. You must not go there, right? Maybe your parents, your mother and father, or you tell your children, you must not go there, right? You're giving them advice. You're giving them a warning. Here, that must have been fun. So here using must as an experience, like, oh, that must have been a lot of fun. That must have been tasty, right? And so you did not have the experience, but you think that it was fun, right? You think it was delicious. You think it must be, right? So it must have been fun. It must have been delicious, right? Oh, I had a lemon meringue pie. Oh, that sounds good. It must have been delicious, right? So I'm listening to your story and I'm thinking, oh, that sounds great. It must have been delicious. Oh, I went to Disneyland yesterday. Oh, that must have been fun. I swam in the lake. Oh, that must have been refreshing. So I'm giving my interpretation. I'm giving my opinion using must. Like, oh, sounds great. It must have been fun. Okay? Yeah, Raj, so must, like advice, right? You shouldn't go there. And so you must not do that. Oh, good, Raj. We must attend Mark's English sessions. Yes, good. That's good advice. Oh no, Chan says, I ate 9 pies in Thailand. Wow. Okay, good question. Can we say, has he ever won a trophy? Yes, but in your situation here, have you, I'm talking to the person, I'm talking to you. Oh, have you ever won? Your situation, you're not talking to the person, right? So here, right? So I'm asking the person directly, have you ever won a trophy? Your situation is this. This is the person. And so asking about this person, right? Has he ever won a trophy, right? So I'm not talking to him, we're talking about him. Okay, this is him, and this is you. Okay, or has he? So, okay, so if you're talking about this person, has he? But if you're talking to the person directly, have you? Okay? So you are correct, but it depends on the situation. If I'm talking to you, have you ever won? If I'm talking about someone else, to you, oh, has she ever won a trophy? Has he ever won a trophy? Have they ever won a trophy? Okay? So your sentence is correct, but the situation is different. So Roberto, this is a true story, but I didn't win. It was a time test. And so everybody's like, you keep your hand, your hands behind your back, and it's the time. Who can eat the fastest, right? So everyone has one pie, and who can finish first? So it's not how many, but how quick. And so the first person to finish the pie wins the trophy. I did not win. That was a long, long time ago. I was a kid, but I remember. Okay, good. All right. Interpretation. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean, Raj. One more time. NYT, what was the pie size? It was like a normal size, so I don't know about I don't know, pretty big. Like normal pie size, but one pie. And it was like a cream pie. I forgot maybe it was like a cream pie. Lots of cream. Okay. All right. So we talked about it. Now let's do it together. All right. Let's do it together. I will be A and you will be B. Food fighter. Food competition. Yeah. No, I'm not good at food competitions. I eat slowly. I can't eat a lot. Okay, we're going to be the conversation. I will say A, you will say B. Okay, we're going to role play. I am A. I will say A. And you are B. You say B. Okay, so here we go. I'm A, you are B. Count down. We do it 3 times, and then we will switch. Then you will be A. Okay, so I'm going to say A 3 times. You will say B 3 times. Then we will switch. You will say A 3 times. I will say B 3 times. Okay, here we go. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have you ever won a trophy? What was it for? That must have been fun. Wow, 10 pies. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, let's do it again. Second time. I'm A, you are B. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have you ever won a trophy? What was it for? That must have been fun. 10 pies, that's a lot of pies. Okay, here we go. Third time, I'm A, you are B. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have you ever won a trophy? What was it for? That must have been fun. 10 pies, that's a lot of pies. Okay, here we go. We're going to switch. Now you say A, I say B. Okay, so you are A, I am B. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Once I have, it was for a pie eating contest. Yes, I ate 10 pies. Woo! Okay, here we go. Second time, you are A. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Once I have, it was for a pie eating contest. Yes, I ate 10 pies. Can you believe it? Okay, here we go. Third time. You're A, I am B. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Once I have. It was for a pie eating contest. Yes, I ate 10 pies. Okay, good. All right. Kelvin does not believe it. You are true. That's true. It's not, I did not eat 10 pies. No. 1 pie. Okay, good. All right, so that was conversation. We practiced it together. Okay, let's go to our next activity, number 4. But we're already kind of full, aren't we? You know what? Let's take a picture and then I need to erase some of the whiteboard. So I will take a picture of the whiteboard, and then after I take the picture, today after we finish our class, I will upload it to my Facebook group page, Mark Kulek English Speaking Practice. So that's what I do. I take a picture of the whiteboard, and that way you can check it out anytime you want to. Just go to my Facebook group page, Mark Kulek English Speaking Practice. There's a link in the descriptions to my Facebook group page. Let me get my camera. Okay, so yeah, I want to take a picture because we have we have a pattern here, we have example sentences, we have topics, and then we have our conversation here, and then we have a little bit of explanation. So I'm going to take a picture, and then I'm going to erase because we have more topics, we have more activities to do. Okay, there is my camera. You can't see me, but you can hear me. And I'm going to take a picture of the whiteboard. Here we go. Count down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I got the picture. And when we finish today, I will upload it to my Facebook group page so you can check it out anytime you want to. Okay, so I need to erase. So I'll just start here. I guess I'll erase this side. We're going to do the 2-minute topic talk. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, our next activity. Number 4, 2-minute topic talk. Okay, so what we do here is we check out the topics, choose a topic, and talk about it for 2 minutes. So we gotta change it. 2 minutes here. So we have 2 minutes to talk about a topic. Oh, thank you, Chan. I appreciate your kind support. So let's have a look at the topics. And all the worksheets are on my Patreon. Go to my Patreon, support me there, and get the worksheets. Okay, there is. Okay, let's have a look at the topics, and then we will talk about. You choose one and talk about it for 2 minutes. I will do the same thing. Okay, here are the topics: tips, today's news, winter, lunch, social media, clothing, favorite apps, art, noodles. Summer, convenience stores, Starbucks, outdoors, memorable experiences, childhood memories, pets, music. interests, traditions, goals, dreams, pets, sports, desserts, family, weekends. Talents, movies, festivals, TV shows, funny jokes, games, health. Okay, those are topics. Choose one, please. Choose one, please. And I will do the same. So I will choose a topic. I will go first. So I will choose a topic. I will talk for 2 minutes about the topic. You will listen. Then after 2 minutes, we will switch. You will talk and I will listen. Okay, so let me choose a topic. And what I've been doing, I've been just going down the list. So my next topic is outdoors. So I'm going to write the date. Today is August 25th. So I wrote next to outdoors. So here's my topic, but can't see it because of the clip. The clip is in the way, so I'm going to flip it around so the clip will not be. So now the clip's on the other side. Okay, so outdoors, see, and then here's the date. So I've been keeping track of what I have been talking about, and that's what's good about having the worksheet. You can have it, and then you have a reference for yourself. You know what topic you talked about and when you talked about it. So go to my Patreon, support me there, and you get everything we do here. Okay, so I'm going to talk about outdoors for 2 minutes, and you're going to listen, and then we will switch. So I need to think about what I'm going to say about outdoors. So outdoors means out of your house. Not in your house, outdoors. Not in your house, but out. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to talk and you will listen. Okay, so I'm going to set the timer for 2 minutes and I want you to listen, please. And then you will talk. Okay, here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start. Well, it is summer here in Japan, and it's very hot outdoors and humid. But of course, I go outdoors, even though it's hot and humid, and we sweat a lot when we go outdoors here in Japan in the summer, but that's okay. It can't be helped. I like walking. I like going walking outdoors. And so most mornings I go for a walk. And on the weekend I have there's a little mountain behind my house. It's not a big mountain. It's a small one. And there's a path, a walk path. And I'll go up that. And about my kids, of course, like I said, it's hot and humid outdoors, so my kids don't want to go outdoors, but I tell them, get out, get outdoors, get some fresh air, get some exercise, but they always refuse. But I do it, so I have to show a good example, right? I'm the father, so I need to show them, that I don't just say go outdoors, I do it, right? So I try to teach them by example, right? I say in the chat, write your sentences. We learn by example, right? You can see the sentences and you can learn from the sentences. So I do that, like I show my children a good example. I try to do my best to show them a good example. So I go outdoors, even though it's hot and humid, we have to go outdoors. We have to exercise, we have to get sunlight, and so going outdoors is very important for our health. Okay, 2 minutes. I talked about health, or no, not health, outdoors for 2 minutes. Now we will switch. You will talk about your topic for 2 minutes, and I will listen to you. So talk right into your computer for 2 minutes, okay? Here we go. You have your topic, and now it's time to talk about it. Here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 2 minutes. I'm listening. 2 minutes. Good job. You talked in English for 2 minutes. Congratulations. Yay. Very good. Very good. That is for your English speaking fluency. Yes, yes. So that's for your speaking practice, right? So good job, everybody. We do that every week. So the more you do it, the better you get. Yeah. Practice makes perfect. Okay, let's go to our next activity, number 5. Activity number 5. Okay, let's put this away. Okay, what is our next activity? It's a worksheet, vocabulary, grammar, speaking patterns. Here we go. Let's do it. Number 5. Okay. Vocabulary, grammar, speaking patterns, and topic and patterns. So we have this. So we have jobs and clothing. Okay, so the vocabulary is going to be about jobs, and the pattern is she is, he is. Okay, and then clothing, right? So that's where you get the vocabulary, and the grammar is I am wearing. Okay, we'll just go like that. All right, continue. So as you can see, So vocabulary, so the vocabulary is going to come from jobs, right? So like police officer, teacher, computer engineer, student, things like that, right? So vocabulary and the grammar, she is, he is. And then for clothing, the vocabulary, right? Shirt, shorts, socks, t-shirt, pants, things like that. And then the grammar, I am wearing, okay? So here is the worksheet, of course, on my Patreon. You get the worksheet. So what we're going to do like 3 steps here. Step 1, I'm going to read the sentence, so you're going to listen. Step 2, we're going to read it together. And then step 3, we're going to shadow. All right, so that's what we are going to do with the worksheet. So step 1, listening. Step 2, reading. Step 3 is shadowing, speaking. Speaking practice, okay? So first we'll do jobs, okay? And then listen, read, shadow. And then after we finish the 3 steps with jobs, we will do clothing, 3 steps. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to read the sentences. I want you to listen carefully. There are 8 sentences, 8 sentences. So here we go. Oh, Kelvin. Yeah, it's practice, right, Kelvin? So the more, right, come here every week, just more and more practice. So you're talking about thinking in English, right? Without translating, right? You just say it, right? You don't have to, you're from Brazil, so you're not thinking Portuguese, you're thinking English. So it takes lots of practice, right? The more you speak English, the better that will, the more you practice, the more you will think in English, right? So you'll just look at something and not translate it, right? You just look at it and you'll say, whoa, coffee, right? Coffee. You don't have to translate the Portuguese into the English, right? But just don't worry. Just the more you practice, the better you get. Okay, here we go. Jobs. Listening time. Here we go. 8 sentences. Please listen to the 8 sentences. Here we go. She is a doctor at the local hospital. She is a doctor at the local hospital. He is a teacher at the elementary school. He is a teacher at the elementary school. She is a police officer in our town. She is a police officer in our town. He is an engineer working on a building project. He is an engineer working on sorry, my mistake. One more time, 2 times. He is an engineer working on building projects. He is an engineer working on building products. She is a chef at the new restaurant downtown. She is a chef at the new restaurant downtown. He is a firefighter who bravely saves lives. He is a firefighter who bravely saves lives. She is a journalist reporting on current events. She is a journalist reporting on current events. He is a musician playing in the city orchestra. He is a musician playing in the city orchestra. Okay, that was listening. Now let's read it. So I'm going to show you the worksheet and let's read the sentences. Then we will shadow them. Okay, there it is. Let's have a look. Okay, so jobs, right? The pattern he, she is and then the job, right? Okay, so let's read the sentences together. She is a doctor at the local hospital. She is a doctor at the local hospital. He is a teacher at the elementary school. He is a teacher at the elementary school. She is a police officer in our town. She is a police officer in our town. He is an engineer working on building projects. He is an engineer working on building projects. She is a chef at the new restaurant downtown. She is a chef at the new restaurant downtown. He is a firefighter who bravely saves lives. He is a firefighter who bravely saves lives. She is a journalist reporting on current events. She is a journalist reporting on current events. He is a musician playing in the city orchestra. He is a musician playing in the city orchestra. Okay, so that was reading. Okay, now let's shadow, that is speaking practice. So say the sentences with me. Here we go. The pattern is he is, she is, and the topic is jobs. Here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She is a doctor at the local hospital. He is a teacher at the elementary school. She is a police officer in our town. He is an engineer working on building projects. She is a chef at the new restaurant downtown. He is a firefighter who bravely saves lives. She is a journalist reporting on current events. He is a musician playing in the city orchestra. Okay, good job. Yes, yes, yes. That was shadowing. We said the sentences. Let's look at them one more time. Then we will go to clothing. Here we go. Okay, sentences are, she is a doctor at the local hospital. He is a teacher at the elementary school. She is a police officer in our town. He is an engineer working on building projects. She is a chef at the new restaurant downtown. He is a firefighter who bravely saves lives. She is a journalist reporting on current events. He is a musician playing in the city orchestra. Okay, good, good, good. All right, so let's go to clothing, and the pattern is I am wearing. Vocabulary, clothing, grammar, I am wearing. Here we go. Part 1, listening. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am wearing a blue dress to the party tonight. I am wearing a blue dress to the party tonight. I am wearing jeans and a t-shirt for a casual look. I am wearing jeans and a t-shirt for a casual look. I am wearing a suit for the business meeting. I am wearing a suit for the business meeting. I am wearing a cozy sweater and boots in the cold weather. I am wearing a cozy sweater and boots in the cold weather. I am wearing a uniform for my job at the hospital. I am wearing a uniform for my job at the hospital. I am wearing a hat to protect myself from the sun. I am wearing a hat to protect myself from the sun. I am wearing a swimsuit for a day at the beach. I am wearing a swimsuit for a day at the beach. I am wearing a jacket to stay warm in the winter. I am wearing a jacket to stay warm in the winter. Okay, that was listening. So let's read now. Let's read the sentences. Okay, so the topic, clothing, pattern, I am wearing. And here are the sentences. Let's read them together. I am wearing a blue dress to the party tonight. I am wearing a blue dress to the party tonight. I am wearing jeans and a t-shirt for a casual look. I am wearing jeans and a t-shirt for a casual look. I am wearing a suit for the business meeting. I am wearing a suit for the business meeting. I am wearing a cozy sweater and boots for the cold weather. I am wearing a cozy sweater and boots in the cold weather. I am wearing a uniform for my job at the hospital. I am wearing a uniform for my job at the hospital. I am wearing a hat to protect myself from the sun. I am wearing a hat to protect myself from the sun. I am wearing a swimsuit for a day at the beach. I am wearing a swimsuit for a day at the beach. I am wearing a jacket to stay warm in the winter. I am wearing a jacket to stay warm in the winter. Okay. Good, good, good. Now it's time to shadow, and the topic is clothing, and the pattern is I am wearing. Here we go. It's time to say the sentences together. I am wearing a blue dress to the party tonight. I am wearing jeans and a t-shirt for a casual look. I am wearing a suit for the business meeting. I am wearing a cozy sweater and boots in the cold weather. I am wearing a uniform for my job at the hospital. I am wearing a hat to protect myself from the sun. I am wearing a swimsuit for a day at the beach. I am wearing a jacket to stay warm in the winter. Good, good, good. That was shadowing. Let's have a look at them again. Here we go. Let's have another look. Let's say the sentences one more time. I am wearing a blue dress to the party tonight. I am wearing jeans and a t-shirt for a casual look. I am wearing a suit for the business meeting. I am wearing a cozy sweater and boots in the cold weather. I am wearing a uniform for my job at the hospital. I am wearing a hat to protect myself from the sun. I am wearing a swimsuit for a day at the beach. I am wearing a jacket to stay warm in the winter. Okay, good, good, good. That was our vocabulary, grammar, speaking patterns. Yes, 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 yes. Again, get the worksheets on my Patreon, support me, and get the worksheets. That would be great. Mwah. Okay, let's go to our next topic, our last topic. It's an idiom, and we have example sentences done by the green team. Here we go. This is number 6. Oh, and then we have a quiz too, the poll. So in the above the chat, there's a blue box. There's a quiz. So if you haven't done it, please do it now. And then after this, we will check out the poll. We will check out the quiz. Okay, number 6, it's an idiom. And the idiom is hand in. And that means submit or give something. Right? Submit or hand in, like here it is. Here's my report. You hand it in. You have done it. It's complete, so you hand it in, right? You finished it, so now you give it to your teacher. You finished it, so now you give it to your boss. You finished it, so now you, if it's like an application, you go to, let's say you have to go to the library, you want to borrow a book, and they ask you to fill out a application form like your name, address, telephone number. So you fill that out and then you hand it in to the librarian, for example. Okay, so we have example sentences. Let's look at those. Hand in. Oh, Mary's here. Hello, Mary. Mwah. Good to see Mary in the house. Cheers, Mary. We have Mary's sentence here. She did a sentence. So the green team, they submitted example sentences. So they handed in example sentences using hand in. Okay, here we go. We're going to have a look, and then you're going to write sentences. So the worksheet, right, on Patreon, you have example sentences, and then you write your own sentences, right? Write your own sentences. But let's have a look at the example sentences. So here we go. Hand in, submit, or give something. And so here we are. We have Mary. She's right there at the top. Joe needs to hand in his project by tomorrow. Joe needs to hand in his project by tomorrow. Raj. Oh, Raj, she's here too. Here's her sentence. I handed in my project to my boss yesterday. I handed in my project to my boss yesterday. Well, this is good, right? So we have Mary and Raj. So we have future and past. Right? So, for example, Mary's sentence, by tomorrow. So future, it needs to be done by tomorrow. Where Raj's sentence, it was already handed in. So Mary says, Joe needs to hand in. So that's just in the present tense. But then Raj's sentence, handed in. So past tense, because she did it yesterday. She finished it yesterday. Handed in. Okay, so I handed in my project to my boss yesterday. Okay, Miley, her sentence, the employees handed in their resignations when the factory moved. The employees handed in their resignations when the factory moved. So resignation means you quit. You fill out a little form saying, I will not work here any longer. That is a resignation. So they handed it in. They said, we are quitting. We will not work here any longer. Lolly, her sentence, you must hand in your homework to your teacher by the end of the week. You must hand in your homework to your teacher by the end of the week. Okay. Marianne, it is recommended that you hand in your essays the week before the exam session begins. It is recommended that you hand in your essays the week before the exam session begins. Mark, he decided to hand in his resignation. He decided to hand in his resignation. So, going to quit. Rita, her sentence. Joe found a cell phone on the counter, so he handed it in to the company's lost and found department. Joe found a cell phone on the counter, so he handed it in to the company's lost and found department. Mark, at the end of the ski season, we handed in our ski passes. At the end of the ski season, we handed in our ski passes. Okay, so we have example sentences. So let's see your sentences in the chat. Use hand in. It's time for you to write sentences. We'll go, how about, we'll do 3 minutes and then we will do the quiz. So please, 3 minutes to write your sentences, and the clock is going. The clock is running. Kelvin, nice sentence. Kelvin, I'm wearing, so we want to say a shirt, okay, Kelvin? I'm wearing a shirt and shorts because it's sizzling. Isn't it winter for you in Brazil? Isn't it winter time now? Okay, Umesh. Umesh's sentence, the bowler handed the ball to the next bowler. Okay, that is different, Raj. Hand in, you submit something, right? So you like, usually it's maybe a paper. Usually it's a paper you hand in. Mary, the students must hand in their homework on time. Oh, you're welcome, Helga. Why are you thanking me? Oh, okay. I see your sentence before. Sorry, Helga. It's good when the salary is handed in. Well, okay, Helga, that you want to go almost like handed out. So the salary is not coming in, it's going out, right? So the company is paying the people their salaries. So you want to almost say handed out. It's good when the salary is handed out. So you want to go opposite there. Okay, Kadeen, the medicine can only hand in when a medical prescription. Again, that's opposite. So the pharmacist hands out the medicine. So you might say this, Katie, you must hand in your prescription to get the medicine. You must hand in the prescription to get your medicine. One more time. You must hand in your prescription to get the medicine. So your sentence is opposite. Okay, NYT, The paper doesn't have to be handed in until next week. Nice sentence, NYT. This paper doesn't have to be handed in until next week. Perfect sentence. Okay, Kelvin. Guys, don't forget tomorrow. Hand in. Okay, guys, don't forget don't forget hand in your homework tomorrow. Okay, Kelvin, we need to change a little bit. Oh, okay, you're Ecuador. Okay, sorry. I thought I saw you had Brazilian flags. Oh, I'm sorry, Kelvin. Ecuador. Okay, you're different. That's not Brazil. So Ecuador. So you're right there on the hemisphere. So it's always warm where you are, right? Okay, Kelvin, guys, don't forget to hand in your homework tomorrow. Don't forget to hand in your homework tomorrow. I handed in my paperwork to my manager yesterday. Good. So handed in, Sharik. Handed in. Katie, don't forget to hand in your issue by tomorrow morning. 7-4. I have to hand in my math problems to my tutor tomorrow. Good sentence. Okay, Umesh, I handed in my report to the boss. Yes. Helga, it's good when the salary is handed out. Yes. When you work for cash, they hand in the salary to you. No, you want to still go out. So it's not you, it's they. And it's to you, right? So they hand out the salary to you. So again, it's still they hand it out to you. You hand it in. They hand it out, you hand it in. Okay, Helga, do you understand? Umesh, the boss handed in paperwork to his employees. Oh, yeah, okay, so remember, you are handing in. The other people, they're handing it out to you. So this idiom is the image is you are doing the action, right? You're handing it in. And so, for example, Umesh, the boss handed in the paperwork to his employees. No. So Umesh, the boss handed out the paperwork to his employees, right? So yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how, but the action is you are handing it in. You are turning it in, right? You are doing it. Yeah, Helga, so they handed it out. So you want to have the ED. So you handed it in. Okay, so again, Helga, you don't have the R. You handed it in. It's difficult. Yeah. It's because you are handing it, you're doing the action. Or you could say, the children handed in their homework, right? And so the subject is doing the action. The subject is doing the action. So it's coming. So like for the example, salary, right? That's going out. Like the pay is going out, right? So maybe, you know, the boss, he handed out the paychecks, right? The boss handed out the paychecks. So if the action is, you know, so the purpose, right? People need to get paid, and so you have to hand out the paycheck. But we're using hand in, and so hand in report, hand in application, hand in homework, hand in the project, the paperwork, right? Mary, we handed in our report to the boss. Yep, that's the situation there, right? Maha, you have to hand in your documents as soon as possible, right? So you go to City Hall and you have documents. Maybe you want to get a permit or you want to get a visa. So you have to hand in the paperwork. You have to hand in the documents. Okay, Kelvin, you need to hand in the book that you lend to your cousin. Not exchange. So Kelvin, your situation kind of exchange, right? So your cousin has a book. Oh, I'm going to borrow it, so I'm going to return it. So we say return, not hand in, return. So hand in, let's say you have a application. You want a driver's license. And so you go to City Hall or you go to the Department of Motor Vehicles, and the staff give you paper. They give you a application. You have to write your address and your name, telephone number, maybe your job, what you do. So you have to fill out information. So you're writing the information. Then you have to hand it in. So then the staff, they get it, right? So you fill out the form, you do the work on the paper, and then you hand it in. Now, my teacher handed in paper test. No, the teacher is not handing in, the teacher is giving out. So, oh, here's the test, everyone. So the teacher hands out the test, passes out the test. So that's different situation. After the students, so the teacher hands out the paper, the teacher hands out the tests, the children, the students, write the test, they do the test, then the students hand in to the teacher. Okay, Kelvin, no. My teacher handed in my exam were not, so no, so so the teacher handed out the tests, the exam, you did the exam, you hand it into the teacher checks the exam, and then hands it back out. Okay, Lulu, I have been handling over the immigration documents. Okay, but we're using hand in. So, Lulu, I have been filling out the documents, and I have to hand them in. Hand over, so that's a little different, Helga. Hand over, that's more like hand over something like the police will say. Hand over the situation a little different. Hand over, it's you're in trouble. Hand over the children. So, yeah, Helga, different situation. Okay, yeah, Mary. Yeah, no, Kelvin, no. So again, I think you guys are making it more difficult. So this is all it is, okay? So I'm going to do it one more time. Don't make it more difficult. So hand in. So you filled out an application, right? So here, like here, name, number, class, okay? So I have to, the office gave this to me, okay? The office says, please fill it out. Please write your information. Okay, I will write the information. Okay, I finished, right? There's my name, my telephone number, my address, and I wrote a little message, okay? So I wrote a message, I wrote my address, I wrote my telephone number, I filled in the application, the document, I finished the document. It is finished. It was given to me, right? The office gave me the document. I filled in all the information. Now I have to hand in the document. That's all, that's it. Hand in. So don't, and there's other words to use for your situations, okay? So this situation, hand in, you are doing the paperwork and you hand it in. Now, your other situations, those have different idioms, different words. So we are just using hand in for submitting something, giving it to the office, giving it to the teacher, giving it to the boss, giving it to the company secretary, okay? Just hand it in, hand it in. Okay, so let's don't use other idioms. Don't use other idioms, okay? This situation, fill out the paperwork, fill out your name, write the information, hand it in. That's all. Don't use other idioms. Yes. Kelvin, correct. You are correct. Yeah, so here we can see the example sentences. These are all correct. Joe needs to hand in his project by tomorrow. Good sentence. Correct use. Raj, I handed in my project to my boss. Yes, correct. Miley, the employees handed in their resignations when the factory moved. Yes, correct. Lolly, you must hand in your homework to your teacher by the end of the week. Correct. Marion, it is recommended that you hand in your essays the week before the exam session begins. Correct. He decided to hand in his resignation. Correct. Joe found, okay, so this is like Kelvin. Kelvin, this is your situation. Joe found a cell phone on the counter, so he handed it into the company lost and found department. Okay, so, here's a cell phone. It's just sitting here. There's a cell phone. It's not mine. Whoops. It's not mine. Oh boy. This is like, somebody's worried right now. Somebody is worried. Somebody's like, oh my God, where's my cell phone? I can't find my cell phone. So somebody is panicking. Somebody needs their phone. So what I'm going to do, there's a policeman right there, or there's an office, police office, a police station right there. I can see a police station. Here's a phone. It's not mine. I don't know whose it is. There's a police station. I'm going to go here and turn it in. I'm going to hand in the phone. So, here is, I found the phone. It's not mine. I'm going to hand it in. I'm going to, okay, hand in. It's not my phone. I'm going to hand it into the police station. Right? Hand it in. Right? And so now, Umesh, my daughter, no, you give it to your daughter. Hand in, it's more official, right? You hand in to your teacher, right? You hand something into, you know, a lost and found, you hand it in. So not your daughter, not your cousin. Okay? So it's more official. You know, you hand it into the company, you hand it into the city hall, you hand it into your teacher, you hand it into the police station. Lulu, I filled in my details and handed them into the police. Yeah, that's correct. Katie, have you already handed in the report? Yes, that is correct. Yeah, Umesh, is difficult. Yeah, I didn't realize how difficult it is. Yeah. It's that. So I learned from you guys, right? So, you know, so I make my lesson plan. Okay, this is what we're going to do today. These are the topics we're going to do. And some are simple, some are, you know, natural, like, oh, I understand, that's natural, I can understand that. And then others, like, I think it's pretty natural, but for non-English speakers, it's very difficult. So I learned from you guys a lot. So yeah, so just keep it simple. Remember, I always say, like, with grammar, and you know, like these idioms, just keep it simple. Don't try to, you know, do all these like different situations. So just remember, just use it for, it's not yours. Or, you know, you do something, you for paper, right? Paper, okay, these are the two situations. Use hand in. One, for paper, you wrote something on paper and you hand it into a teacher or a boss, okay? Now it's not yours, right? It's like an application form. You fill out an application form, name, address, telephone number, and now it's not yours. You hand it in and now you walk away. And so with paper and something you find, like, oh, I found somebody's cell phone. I'm going to hand it in. It's not yours. You walk away. Hand it in. Okay, I hope you can find the owner, right? Hand it in. Please say, oh, thank you for handing in that cell phone. Or you find keys. Hand in the keys. Yeah, Kelvin, it's more formal situation. Exactly, yeah. So, right, so it's like paperwork, it's a project, lost and found. It's not your cell phone. Lulu, I handed in my resume to the company. Yeah, that's correct. Hey, Sean, hand in documents, projects, often used in a building like a school, please. Yeah, good, Sean, thank you. That's great. So we're doing it together. we are, you know, understanding together. So that's what a lot of, that's what school is about. That is what like learning is about, right? The student and teacher are doing it together, right? We are discovering, we are understanding it better together. We are understanding it better together. One more, I like that. We are understanding it better together. I'm going to write that down. That's a great, wow. That is, I'm glad I just thought of that. Okay, we are understanding it better together. We are, I don't have any space. Wait, I took a picture, right? So I took a picture of this already, so I'm going to erase it. Here we go. And this is like, right, this is what it's all about. We're learning together, right? So we are, now I forgot. We are understanding it together better. We are, what did I say? I already forgot. We are understanding it better together. We are understanding it better together. Right? We are understanding it better together. That's a nice little rhyme there. And right, and so that's why we need example sentences, right? We learn by examples, right? So what we did here is we have some example sentences, right? And then, right, we have example sentences, and then you have to write sentences, right? So by you writing sentences, you are testing yourself, right? Do I really understand? So the thing is just reading, okay, that makes sense, right? When we read, we go, okay, that makes sense, I understand. But do you understand completely? So by you writing sentences, by you doing it yourself, you are able to see if you really understand, right? And so that's what we've been doing. You've been writing sentences. Some sentences are good and some sentences were not good, right? Some were not used correctly. Sometimes some of your sentences, you did not use it correctly. But what we're doing is like, okay, yes, that works, but that doesn't. And then other people start, and we're a group of people. And so maybe some people, okay, I'm starting to understand. And so they're writing their sentences. And then by the other people who don't understand, they are looking at your sentence, the people who understand, and then they're able to get more examples. And so then they're able to start, okay, now I'm starting to understand. Now I'm starting to get it. And then other people wrote like some keywords like Sean. And then, okay, yes, that makes a lot of sense. I am starting to understand. So we are understanding it better together. So I had my original idea, and then I have to explain it to you so you can understand. And so it's like, oh no, this is difficult. I didn't realize, I didn't understand it was so difficult. But we are doing it together, and I think more and more people are understanding how to use hand in, right? So look at the picture. So just, it's very basic, and Sean, great keywords, right? Great explanation. Hand in, documents, projects, etc., often used in a building like a school, police station, city hall, immigration office. So there we're getting more clues, better idea. We can in our mind, we can see the context, we can see the situation, and so now we can understand better. No, Sean, you did great. Thank you very much. Katie says, we are understanding it better together. See? It's better together. It's better together. Okay, well, let's go to our quiz now, everyone. It's time for the quiz. Well done. And the worksheet is on my Patreon. So go there. And so what's good about the worksheet, is we have example sentences, and then you keep writing sentences, right? You write more and more, and so you can understand better, right? And so the more sentences you write, the better you will understand. Okay, good. Let's check out the poll, everybody. So in the chat, on top of the chat, there's a blue box. Let's check it out. So on top of the chat, there is a quiz, a poll. 83 people voted. Thank you very much, everyone. Mwah. Okay, are you ready for the quiz? Here we go. And the sentence is, a delicious meal for his family. A delicious meal for his family. Choose the best word. Is it cooks? Is it cooking? Is it cooked? Is it cook? Choose the best word. Does the sentence go like this? He cooks a delicious meal for his family. He cooking a delicious meal for his family. He cooked a delicious meal for his family. He cook a delicious meal for his family. Choose the best word. Good luck. Thank you. Okay, let's see your... Oh, Kelvin, good to see you. I'm sorry, Kelvin, I made a mistake with your country. You are Ecuador. Ecuador, I'm sorry. I guess it's your last name, Bazin? I don't know. I was thinking Brazil. Sorry, Bazin. Okay, choose the best word. We have cooked. Hey, Ava's in the house. Mwah. Yeah, Lou, the more you do it, the better you understand, for sure. Okay, so some people are saying cooks, but actually it's cooked. So delicious, right? So the key word there is delicious. So if it's delicious, that means you've already eaten, right? So he cooked a delicious meal for his family. Delicious is the key word. You can say, if there's no delicious, you would say he cooks a meal for his family. That's good. But we have delicious. So that means you have the meal, you eat it. Oh, this is delicious. So that means you ate it. So he already did it because it's delicious. So he cooked a delicious meal for his family. So the key word there is delicious. So that means it must be past tense. That's another. This is like today, difficult class today. Well, maybe at the beginning, right? The beginning of the class was normal, but the idiom was difficult, and this quiz is difficult because of just a little, like one word changes the sentence, right? So for example, delicious, that changes the sentence. That makes the verb go past tense. So the correct sentence is, he cooked a delicious meal for his family, because delicious. That means they have already eaten it. Helga, what if he always cooks delicious food? Okay. So you have always, right? And so there's your key word there, Helga, always. So that means it's a continuous, so a continuous action goes into the present tense. So if it's a continuous action like every day, so I have cereal every morning, right? I have coffee, I drink coffee every day. So now every day changes the verb, right? So that's your key word, always, Helga. So here in our quiz, the key word is delicious. So, okay, this is interesting. But that's part of like Umesh. So this is very good. So Umesh, this is part of like being fluent in English, right? This is part of fluency. So Umesh says, that's tricky. I got it correct because he got the correct answer, but didn't know it. So that's intuition. That is like, that's how, you know, when we're babies, right? Like native speakers, right? They do it right, but they don't know why, because it's just immersed, right? And so Umesh is here every live stream. And so we do lots of reading here. We do lots of activities. So what's happening, Umesh is getting all this input, right? Quizzes and the grammar patterns, all, and then the Lolly's review, all, Umesh is getting all this English input. So what's happening is Umesh is like, oh, that sounds correct. That sounds correct, but I don't know why. Or that doesn't sound correct, but I don't know why. Because he's gotten all this input, so his brain is understanding what sounds natural and what doesn't sound natural, or what sounds correct or what doesn't sound correct. And so that's just input. And me too, that happens with me. Like I have to use a dictionary, right? Like, because I have to explain it to you. Like I know, okay, this is correct, but I don't know why. So I have to go to the dictionary and find out so I can explain it to you. Because for me, it's natural, but I have to explain it. So that's the difficulty about teaching English, is to explain to non-natives, you know, people learning English. And so that's my challenge, is to explain it to you, to give you activities so you can understand something better. And so Umesh, that was great. Mwah, right? And so that's fantastic. That means Umesh is learning a lot because he understands what is correct, what is incorrect. But you don't have to always understand, right? And so that's part of fluency. People say, oh, I want to speak fluent. Well, fluency is like not thinking, not translating, just say it, right? And so maybe sometimes you're going to say it correctly, sometimes you're going to say it incorrectly, but the important thing is just like saying. And so what's happening is Umesh is getting all this input, and so he's starting to understand, oh, this is correct, this isn't, this is incorrect, but I don't always know why. So that is Lulu. It's mouth-watering, it's delicate, or it's delicious. Already I have eaten it. It means past tense. Yeah. Okay, mouth-watering, that might be different because you're looking at it. So Lulu, mouth-watering, you're looking at it. Oh, it looks delicious. So that's different, right? If it's delicious, you've eaten it. If it's mouth-watering, you're looking at it. So you're looking at it. It looks very delicious. So your saliva is getting, you know, your mouth is getting wet because it looks delicious. So that's different. Ava, my son always cooks a delicious meal. That's a good sentence. Mary, he always cooks a delicious meal. Yes, that's a good sentence. NYT, if he always cooks a delicious meal regularly. Now, cooks is because he, she. Remember your verb tenses, right? So cook, I cook, we cook, they cook, you cook, right? I cook, you cook. Wait. I cook, we cook, they cook, we. One more time. I can't talk anymore. I cook, we cook, they cook, you cook. Now, he, she, it is cook. So it's still the present tense, but the pronoun is different, or the noun is different, or the subject is different. I can't. I'm finished. I'm finished today. Okay, so he cooks, she cooks. So you got to remember that. So it's the subject verb complement, right? So subject verb. And so that's all that is. Past tense, right? You have the ed happen in the past, and the future will going to, right? And the others is present tense, cook, cooks. Okay, so NYT, if he always cooks a delicious meal. Okay, I have to go. I can't talk anymore in my mouth. So it's time to go, everybody. Thank you. Love you all. Today was a great lesson. I had a lot of fun. We did it together, everyone, right? We are understanding it better together, and right, we're doing it together. We're learning together. We are improving together. I am improving as a teacher, and you are improving as a student, yeah? And so we're doing it together. So thank you so much, everyone. Today is Friday here in Japan. Have a great weekend, everybody. I will be back Tuesday, 5 p.m. That is August 29th. I will be back on Tuesday, 5 p.m., August 29th. I live in Japan, so when I say 5 p.m., that is Japan time. Thank you, Mary, Ava, Raj was here today. And Patreon, everybody, come on. Nobody's going to my Patreon. Nobody, I'm sad. Please help me so I can help you. Join my Patreon, support me, help me, and you get the worksheet. So double pleasure. One pleasure, help me out. And the second pleasure, you get worksheets. So double your pleasure, help me, get worksheets. Go to my Patreon, $5 a month to help me out. Okay. Yeah, we understand it better together, Lulu. That's right. We understand it better together. We understand it better together. NYT, thank you so much. Okay. Tonight, 10 p.m. Japan time, I have a premiere video, so we can live chat tonight. We could watch my video, a premiere video, and chat live together. So tonight, 10 p.m. So August 25th, 10 p.m. Japan time, premiere. So please come back, 10 p.m. Japan time. We can chat together in the video premiere. So go to my channel. Go to my channel. Go to my channel, and you can see the upcoming premiere video, 10 p.m. Japan time. So if you want to chat with me later, I will be doing that. Sean, thank you so much, buddy. Okay, let's say goodbye together. We're going to count down together. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, everyone. Be safe. Stay healthy. Smile. Have a great weekend. I have a premiere video, 10 p.m. tonight, Japan time. Check it out. And I will be back on Tuesday. Thank you. Please watch my videos every day. Please do that. And my Patreon. That would be great. Okay, let's count. Well, we counted down. Okay, thanks so much, everyone. Bye. See you. Thank you. Be healthy, stay safe, smile.